You can make $200,000 and still feel nothing has popped yet, and here's why. My name is Alexander Akabogu. This is the Engineering Basketball channel. I am a SCADA, operational technology, AI, and automation engineer working in the industry for a decade and counting. I'm a degreed engineer as well as a computer scientist. And the way I approach my engineering job on a day-to-day basis is how I approach basketball, especially on a development standpoint. The way I systematize the game to progress in my skill set and my understanding of the game, not only the skills, my decision making. The way I progressed in basketball is exactly how I progressed as an engineer. That led me to being a former college basketball player with many accolades, a high school and middle school basketball coach with many wins under my belt, as well as developing these kids. Man, I really bridge the gap between that 6th, 7th, and 8th grader that becomes, a nobody and flakes out in JV versus that person understands his niche and knows how to contribute to a team. And I'm here really to talk mostly about why, as a SCADA engineer, making $200,000 plus may not feel like a change just yet. I know a lot of guys out there in the field. Obviously, I'm in this world, so I know a lot of guys who have dual income, multiple flows of income. They're investing on a regular basis. They're doing everything, quote unquote, right, as the sun beams on my face. And this is why it doesn't feel like progress. It doesn't feel like progress because there is a lag. There's a lag between investing, maxing out your 401k, maxing out your Roth IRA. I'm a married man, maxing out my wife's Roth IRA, right? Making sure that she's getting the match on her 403b at her position, right? Heavily investing monthly, dollar costing averaging into index funds in my brokerage. All these things, keeping my expenses low. All these things are power moves, but they don't feel powerful for a decent amount of time, and it's easy to get deterred and just forget about all the work you're doing. What I've realized I've been doing is really optimizing my future, but not my present. So my shift now is to really focusing on my consulting, and I think you should too, can focus on your consulting income. That consulting income can give you power. Going from trading your time for money, regardless if you're working 2 jobs, 3 jobs at the same time, or have multiple incomes as a W-2 employee, trading your time for money is limiting because you only have 24 hours in a day. Consulting can shift to outcome-based as opposed to task-based. I save, and I had previous videos about this, I save utilities X amount of hours or X amount of dollars per year because of my automated workflows. I save, your SCADA team X amount of time per year because of the processes that I can optimize. Then at that point, you're billing $200-$300 an hour, maybe $10,000 a month, working for 6 months out the year. Making 60, 70, 80 grand in a couple months, and really being able to take advantage of this income because now you're a business, you're an LLC. That will optimize your today. Do not forget about your future. I understand that's cool at 65, that's cool, that's nice. But we need to focus on today as well. We need to focus on today, and that will be done through your consulting skills, your consulting income, and your scalable skills. And I'm not saying go out there. This is a mistake that I've made and I've seen other people make. They go in, take a Python boot camp. They go in, 3-4 months, 4 hours a day, 2 hours on the weekends, or whatever the case may be. 2 hours a day, 4 hours on the weekend. They learn Python. They learn JavaScript. They learn AI. They learn all these things. But you just know how to get tasks done. How do you minimize errors? How do you minimize time? How do you save money for people? That's more the scalable skills you want to focus on. I made this mistake too, thinking that if I just learned this new programming language or learn this new thing, your income will rise. No, your W-2, it's not going to rise. It's not going to rise. It's going to rise incrementally by a few dollars. The real money and the real today change is that scalable skills that saves utilities money, time and money, because time is money. I really hope that this video, and the reason I'm making this video, is to connect with the people that are grinding but not seeing results yet, because I'm there. I'm candid with you. I'm doing well. For myself, making over 200 grand a year, but not seeing any change. At least I don't think. And that is because I'm optimizing my future, not my present. And that's done through consulting and the scalable skills. Please comment in the bottom some scalable skills that you guys have been working on, or some ways you have saved utility time, and how you need to package that and sell it. Even small, even a $5,000 job, a small job to proof of concept. Those are steps that you need to take, because they will change your life. A little more work today, but you're working hard today anyway, right? Let me know what you guys have experienced, and I'm curious to see what ways that we can build together. Not only optimizing our future with our 401k, our Roth, but building that current business today as a consultant. Over and out.